Hello, everybody. My name is JD. I'm the Director of Development and Strategy for Save the Storks. Yes, I am pro-life. In fact, me and my wife, Sherry, married 32 years, have 8 children. 3 of them, the 3 oldest, are biological, and we adopted 5 throughout Asia. So I would say that each one of them chose life along the way. Thank God for those mothers of those babies we adopted that decided to choose life. And so thank you very much for being here.
Thank you all so much, and welcome to this great show tonight. And we're so honored to be with you and for your support. I'm also pro-life, one of 11 children, so relatively large family. Some might say I have 5 kids of my own, so on the similar track, but the Regional Development Manager, Central to Eastern United States, and so honored to be here with you guys tonight.
Hi, everyone. My name is Denise. I'm the Western Regional Manager here with Save the Storks. I am, of course, pro-life, and I am so honored and blessed to be with you tonight.
Welcome to Your Impact for Life. We will share how you impacted lives in 2021 by partnering with Save the Storks. Moms were inspired to say yes to life because of your support. We'll be sharing how Save the Storks will be increasing your impact for 2022, and we will share news regarding the pending decision from the Supreme Court. Right now, I just want you to relax. Enjoy the next 30 minutes and feel free to shout out where you're from and ask any questions you might have in that live chat box over there. Right now, I am going to give you a heartfelt thank you. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for supporting and Save the Storks. Thank you for praying for us daily. Thank you for joining this session to learn how your financial support has impacted so many lives. No matter what you give, it impacts so many lives. And thank you very much.
Yeah, we just can't thank you enough, and we're so grateful. And tonight you're going to hear from our directors of our different programs, and they'll share some of the amazing impact and goals and accomplishments that were met in 2021 thanks to your support. But who better to start with than our leader and our CEO, Diane Ferraro. She has a powerful story and learning how you can even sometimes impact a life in very unique ways. So Diane, let's kick it off. Thank you.
Hi. My name is Diane Ferraro. I'm the CEO here at Save the Storks. I wanted to thank you for your incredible generosity and your prayers. Because of you, we're able to make a difference in the lives of women across the United States. Women who faced an unplanned pregnancy, had intended to go get an abortion, but chose life because of you. Because of you, we had free ultrasounds on the road. We had these beautiful mobile medical units, unlike anything else you'll see, equipped with state-of-the-art ultrasounds, licensed nurses, overseen by medical directors. Beautiful, beautiful mobile offices where women can step on board and choose life. These vessels of divine deliverance are truly making a difference, and we are helping moms to the tune of 10,000 in the last 10 years choose life for their babies. A few months ago, I received an Instagram message from a woman. She was overseas, stationed, serving our country bravely in the Army. She went to her commanding officer and shared that she was pregnant. She was a single woman, and the commanding officer said the only thing she could do was to abort the baby. She shared the story that the Army officer made an appointment at the Planned Parenthood. Now remember, this young woman is overseas all alone, serving her country. And she's sitting all alone in an abortion clinic. She was terrified, but she knew she had to do what the commanding officer told her to do. It was a miracle that she was scrolling through her Instagram account and she came upon a Save the Storks post that shared a story of a birth mom. It shared a story of an adoption. And she said right then and there in that waiting room, she made the decision to choose life for her baby. She said she knew God was going to give her the courage and that she was brave enough. And she walked out of that waiting room. Praise God. Thank you so much for all you do. We will continue to share stories like this, stories of hope and empowerment, so every woman facing an unplanned pregnancy can choose life. Thank you, and God bless you.
Wow, Diane, what an amazing story of how social media can actually touch lives. This woman was all by herself, overseas, didn't know what to do. She was sitting there and she saw that post and she chose her decision. And she knew there were people out there and she chose life for her baby. Incredible. And because of people like you, we are able to touch people on different platforms, such as 2 million radio impressions we've done. We've done 800,000 TV impressions, and over 150,000 people have searched Save the Storks last year. Thank you for what you do each and every day.
Yeah, we can't thank you enough. And not only are your dollars impacting our reach on social media, but we are partnering with pregnancy resource centers across the country. In this next video, I'm going to introduce Shara Pierce, who's our director of the National Partner Program. She's going to share how we are helping pregnancy centers do even more.
Hi, my name is Shara Pierce. I'm the director of the National Partner Program for Save the Storks. The National Partner Program was launched in 2021 with the goal of reaching 24 new partner pregnancy centers, churches, and pro-life organizations that are seeking to serve more abortion-vulnerable women. We well exceeded that goal when we signed our 35th partner at the end of 2021. Save the Storks comes alongside these partners with fundraising, training, consulting, marketing and branding, and all kinds of resources that help them reach more abortion-vulnerable women and improve their services. One of our partners recently shared the following story. A young lady by the name of Bethany came into their center to confirm her pregnancy. It was an unplanned pregnancy situation, but she had at that time chosen to parent her child. The pregnancy center confirmed her pregnancy and told her about their resources and programs that they offer. Unfortunately, when Bethany left that day, she found that her boyfriend was less than supportive of her continuing the pregnancy, and her mother was also supportive of her having an abortion. So Bethany came back into the center to inquire about abortion procedures, the costs, and what she might experience if she did go through with an abortion. The pregnancy center provided her with educational materials and the information that she was looking for, but they also reminded her that they were there to support her and that they had lots of resources if she did indeed want to parent. When Bethany left that day, they were unsure of her decision. They followed up with her a few weeks later and found out that Bethany had attended an OB appointment and heard a very strong heartbeat at her baby's 9-week OB ultrasound. And the best news of all, she had chosen to parent her child. That pregnancy center was able to come alongside her and provide her with continuing support, and will be until her child is about 2 years old. We are so thankful that we are able to come alongside these pregnancy centers and help them reach out to women like Bethany. And we're thankful to you for helping us to do the same. We have over 96 partners and affiliates all over the United States that are serving and reaching out to women who are in an abortion-vulnerable situation. 65 of those are our mobile affiliates who run our mobile medical units outside of abortion clinics, universities, and in rural areas where communities don't have the services that they need. Thank you again for helping us to be able to do this and to provide those services to these pregnancy resource centers, churches, and pro-life organizations.
Thank you so much, Shara. What a great testimony. Your team is doing so much. Thank you. Our pregnancy resource centers, we love so much. Many executive directors are on this call tonight. Thank you so much. We love you. What you do on ground zero right there in front of with that woman is amazing. I have witnessed it. It is incredible. We've added 35 partners. I want that to sink in. Our goal was 24. This number will explode over the next 12 months as there are over 2,400 pregnancy resource centers that will have the opportunity to apply to be a partner with Save the Storks. What we do for PRCs, including branding, legal, education, fundraising, grants, and web design, are all done at no cost to them. Thank you to your generous support, we can do that. Some organizations out there are now charging thousands of dollars for what we do for free, and I doubt the quality is up to our standard. I would like to share a story from our mobile partner in Franklin, North Carolina. There were 2 young, clean-cut college students needing some answers. Home pregnancy tests were showing a positive sign, and neither of them wanted to face that they might truly be having a baby. Neither of them showed any emotion when the nurse showed them yet another positive test. An ultrasound was recommended to confirm the pregnancy, and they both agreed. As the client was being prepped for the scan, the father of the baby was on the phone. They could hear him say, "She just had a test done, and it's positive." The voice on the other end of the phone was loud and noticeably angry. The client laid very still as the ultrasound began, and her eyes watched the screen to see if this could all be real. While he was having this heated conversation, who they later learned was his father, the ultrasound was showing something that came as a surprise to the client and the sonographer. On the screen were 2 babies with hearts beating strongly. A tear ran down the client's cheek as she watched in amazement. At this point, the father of the babies was still talking loudly to his dad. He had no idea what they just witnessed. Once the phone call ended, he walked to the side of the exam table and looked directly on the screen. With no words, tears began to stream down his face. When asked why he was so touched by what he saw, he said, "I was a twin, and my twin died before I was born." Needless to say, at that point, there was not a dry eye. This man's mind was changed. This couple knew that they would parent these children. Several months later, he sent an email with a picture of the most beautiful baby girls. He said, "Thank you for all that you did for us." God works in mysterious, immeasurable ways.
Wow, it just touches me so much, JD. Thank you so much. Yes, ultrasounds do change lives. Just imagine if they never had that ultrasound. They would have never known they had 2 precious baby girls. And that father of those baby girls was changed because of something that happened to him when he was born. He lost a sibling. And so ultrasounds mean so much that we can show the parents what they actually have, and they can hear that heartbeat, see those babies, and they ultimately chose life. And it's a miracle, absolute miracle. Last year, we did over 2,300 ultrasounds because of you, and over 4,610 chose life. Just think about that. Incredible. This is a story of how vital men are for this pro-life movement, to be bold and support the woman or the mom of the babies. So with that, I'd like to introduce you Matt Hammett. Now, he's a Dove-winning, Grammy-nominated artist from the band Sanctus Real, and he's going to be our new mission ambassador for Men's Outreach. Here's Matt Hammett.
Hey everybody, I'm Matt Hammett, and I'm an author, speaker, musical artist, and used to be the lead singer for the band Sanctus Real for 20 years. And I am kind of in a new season of my life, and part of that is very, very exciting because it has to do with pro-life work. This is something that I've been incredibly passionate about for the past 10 years, especially because my wife and I, with our 3rd child, Bowen, in 2010, were faced with what many would consider a crisis pregnancy. And we sat across from doctors, several of them, who told us that we should terminate our pregnancy. Now, we had the resources and support we needed to choose life, and we believe that every life is a gift from God. But it gave me so much empathy for other people who don't have that same kind of support, who sit across the table or on the couch with their family members or a doctor and tell them that they should end their pregnancy. And it kills me because our son has been such a beautiful gift to our family. And I want to see these mothers and fathers bring these beautiful lives into the world and help them in any way that we can. And I'm so grateful for all the work that Storks has been doing over the years to help women choose life and give them the resources they need. But what's really exciting for me now is that I've officially taken the role of mission ambassador for men's outreach for Save the Storks. And what that means is that I'll be doing a variety of creative things with Save the Storks, but one of those things in particular is building a program of resources for dads who find themselves in crisis pregnancies. We've had a lot of people ministering to women, and now it's time for us to step up together and provide the resources and materials that dads need to feel that they can step up and be the men that God has called them to be. So please pray for us, support us in any way you can as we, me and Save the Storks and all the people that we end up working with on this project come together to make a difference for life.
Oh, thank you, man. Thanks for sharing. Every time you share your testimony, it's such a powerful witness. And you're right, Bowen is such a beautiful gift to your family and to the world. And to get to know Bowen and get to know you over the years has also been a blessing and an inspiration. You've been working with us for so many years, and now to have you officially on this team impacting life, it is very encouraging for us, and it should be for our donors as well, to have the caliber and the talent of this team. Just such an honor to go to work every day. And your message, being a voice for the voiceless and having men step up, it really speaks to me. As a pro athlete for 15 years, I played pro soccer, and God just really convicted me that even though I was on the field, in the action every day, I was sitting on the sidelines when it came to pro-life. And I was convicted to leave my pro soccer career and join the pro-life movement full-time with Save the Storks and empower moms and save babies, because I couldn't sit on the sidelines. I couldn't sit and watch what was going on to the innocent and the vulnerable in our community. And St. James says in the sacred scriptures, he says, religion that is true and undefiled before God is standing up for the widows and the orphans and speaking up for the most vulnerable in our society. And that's what we have to do. We cannot be silent amidst the atrocities going on. So we encourage you to continue to be such an impact for life and to empower moms and save babies, and continue to join this awesome team with Matt Hammett and our super talented squad here at Save the Storks. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well said, Luke. And by the way, the goals that you are scoring for Save the Storks are much more impactful than the many goals that you made on that field, huh?
Yeah, like I said, many, but amen. Yes.
All right. Well, we have one final video that we're going to show you. And I must tell you how incredible our mobile operations production manager is. Nikki not only found the chassis needed to build 20 Stork buses in production right now. And I want you to hear what I just said, because we've said a lot. We are currently building 20 Stork buses right now. And she was able to hire another facility that will be able to complete building in not a year, not 8 months, but 3 months. That is incredible. What she was able to do to set this up is she has God definitely on her side, and so do all of us. That is absolutely amazing. Our state-of-the-art technology is unlike any other medical mobile unit. In fact, we have a patent on specific design work that helps create the environment that she deserves. We believe that cheaper is not always better. We will not cut corners in quality in order to save money. That's not our way. Without further delay, here's Nikki.
I am so excited to share with you the 2021 Stork Bus updates. Y'all, in the midst of COVID shutdowns and shipping delays, we were still able to deliver 14 Stork buses. We signed 11 new Stork buses into production, and we gave out almost $1 million in Stork Bus grants. Not only that, but because we understand that one size does not fit all, every partner is not the same. Where they need to go may not be the same as where someone else needs to go. And so we have committed to building Stork buses that can get wherever they are needed. So we have additional designs and additional layouts to make sure that we can meet the needs of all of our partners nationwide. And if that doesn't get you excited, wait till you hear about what's going on in 2022. We kicked off 2022 with 20 stork buses in production. We have 2 getting ready right now to be delivered. And we have $1 million in stork bus grants to give out. That's incredible. We are on track in 2022 to have 80 stork buses on the road by the summer. That's only half the year. We'll have 80 buses on the road. It's incredible. I cannot wait to see all the lives that we can save. And the reason why we are so dedicated to not only building the best state-of-the-art mobile pregnancy buses, but deploying them all across the country is because of women like Mina. You see, when Mina was 16 years old, she approached the stork bus. She had already, at 16 years old, lost her mom to suicide, didn't have a relationship with her father, and was pregnant by an abusive ex-boyfriend. She thought her situation was helpless. There was no way she thought she could care for a child. Abortion to her was the only option, the best option. But she was surprised when she boarded the stork bus and learned that there were resources available to her, that she was not alone. There was help. There are options. And she was moved by the fact that on board that stork bus, she can do her pregnancy test, her ultrasound, and see her baby, all at no cost. She didn't have to come back later or set an appointment somewhere else. They took care of her right there. She was blown away. She had no idea that all of these resources were available and that people actually wanted to help her. And in fact, she was so blown away that abortion was no longer her only choice or even her best option. She felt empowered. Mina was empowered so much that she was empowered to choose life. And at Save the Storks, we believe every woman has the right to be empowered to choose life. And we thank you for all that you are doing, because we cannot do this alone. But together, we can expand our reach and save more lives, save more Minas. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Nikki, so much for that incredible story of how Mina felt she had nobody to go to, but she boarded a stork bus and she ultimately chose life because people embraced her in love. And that is so important. It is incredible what this team has done, this production team in 2021. And 2022 is going to be even better in the years from there. We want to get as many buses on the road as possible. And I'd like to share a story of my own. I wish there was a stork bus when I was younger. I was young, growing up in Southern California, and just everything was great. Met a young boy, and I wasn't feeling good one day, and all of a sudden I said, oh my goodness, I couldn't be pregnant. And sure enough, we went and got a pregnancy test, and I was pregnant. And I was like feeling, oh no, what do I do? I didn't know what to do. So I went to my family, and ultimately there was a moment of maybe the best thing to do is look at abortion. And so I found myself in a few days later in a doctor's office sitting and talking about this possibility, this procedure. And he made it sound so easy and simple. And it was like, no big deal. And I was like, oh, okay. And so in a few days later, I was in the hospital getting ready. And I remember going in the surgery room and everybody in there just getting ready. And they said, don't worry, Denise, it's going to be, life is going to be better. You can move on with your life, and it'll be done quickly. It was not, my life did change, but not for the good. I went through bouts of depression. I was sad. I had ended up getting an eating disorder over it. But I knew this one thing, and the Lord kept on saying, I love you, and you have grace and mercy. But I had to forgive myself. That's why I'm involved with Save the Storks, by the way, because I don't want someone like myself to go through. I want more Minas that can be saved through our stork buses. And so I'm sharing this story because I know if I would have boarded a stork bus, if I could have saw my baby, if I could have heard that heartbeat, my baby would be with me today. So thank you.
Wow, thank you very much for sharing your heartfelt testimony. Denise, you're awesome. hopefully everyone feels that and understands that's why we need these stork buses everywhere. That's why we need to be able to equip the pregnancy resource centers with what they need to be able to save the lives. Denise, you're going to be dancing in heaven with your baby, and I hope I'm right there with you at that time to be able to rejoice. I can't wait. All right, ladies and gentlemen, God has us on a very aggressive plan going forward. And when I say aggressive, I mean aggressive. We're planning to build 33 new stork buses in 2022. 33 stork buses. We already have 20 in production, and we need to identify the rest of the pregnancy resource centers that's going to get us to 33. By the way, that puts us at 100 stork buses on the road nationally. That is unbelievable, but through God, anything is believable, right? This is the number of buses it took us 5 years to build. The Supreme Court ruling in Roe v. Wade is, we believe, going to be overturned this early summer. And when it is overturned this early summer, the states are going to be able to decide on their status for abortion. Many, many states are going to ban abortion. We call those trigger states. The other states are going to aggressively attract abortion. Only heaven knows why. Planned Parenthood is already planning on, they're building vans that are called pill vans. Well, we call them pill vans. They're really abortion pill facilitators. They will be strategically placed on the border of every state that bans abortion, so that women, as soon as they cross the border, can take an abortion pill and risk their lives and abort that baby that is inside them without ever seeing the baby or hearing the heartbeat. That is criminal. We must support them. They need to have a choice so that, like Denise, or unlike Denise, they have joy throughout their life for their decision. Now, everyone that decides or chooses to have an abortion need love and prayer. And they need to speak out against the feeling for this so that we can move on and educate those people that don't have any idea of what it's going to do to impact their life going forward. These buses need to have state-of-the-art technology, 4D ultrasounds to detect the heartbeat. We learned that during the Texas Heartbeat Bill. We're building a compelling marketing and awareness campaign to reach more women. More women in need to find us on Google search and social media. That's where they are. They're going to Google. They're going to find out where they go when they need help. When a woman in need searches for help, we need to be the first thing they see on that search, not Planned Parenthood. To support this, we need to increase our funding. We're grateful for what you have been able to do for us, truly grateful. We don't take anything for granted. Any dollar you've given, any prayer you sent, we are so grateful. But I need 3 things from you in 2022. I need you to continue to pray. Pray for our ministry. Pray for our outreach to reach more women to be able to go on a stork bus and choose life. Pray for your pregnancy resource centers to be bold enough to be able to equip themselves with a mobile unit, a stork bus, to be able to broaden their outreach. And pray against attacks from Satan, because as we do God's work closer, we will be attacked, and you will be attacked. Refer, mention email, refer to your friends and family, your coworkers, to what Save the Storks is doing for you personally and the blessings that you are receiving from God because of your support. And third, increase your 2021 donations as you can. If everybody increases giving by just 10%, we will have all the funds we need for this aggressive mission in 2022. To recap, our 4 key initiatives for 2022 are increase social media so she can find where to go. Double our partners so that we can be face-to-face with more women in need through our amazing pregnancy resource centers and sonographers on the ground. Increase our fleet to 100 stork buses this year. And launch our fathers outreach and empower men to be what Matt likes to call dadvocates. I'll leave you with our 2022 Bible verse, Joshua 1:9. Haven't I commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Let's all be courageous in our next steps for life. We're going to share with you this email, the email of this session. I just ask that you please send it to as many people as you possibly can. And I want to thank you personally for letting us come into your living rooms for 30 minutes tonight. I want to thank you for everything, every prayer, every gift that you have done for us. I want to thank you for your heart for these women and for these babies. And I want to personally invite you to our Stork Ball, April 29th at the Gaylord Resort in beautiful Colorado. We're bringing it home for our 10th anniversary. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and thank you so much for all your generosity and support, empowering moms, saving babies. It's such an honor to be doing this with you. God bless you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you again for tonight. And we just you are such a blessing to us each and every day. Bye for now.